Good morning. I am Jill Stringer, and I will be your math teacher for Math 1105. So I look forward to having many of you that I had in Math 1100 or in this course again. So I'm excited to have you back. Hope you enjoy the course. A little bit different from a face-to-face to an online course, but nevertheless, I hope you learn a lot from this class. This is actually the second half of the book that we used before. So if you're in 1100, you should be able to use the same access code for your math lab for this semester. So it lasts a year. Okay, so some of you that I haven't had in Math 1100, this will all be new to you, but those of you that were in my class last semester, this should be very familiar to you. What I'm going to do today is just take you through a little bit, take you through the course and the navigation part of it so you know how to navigate the course. And I'm super excited that you guys are in this course and that you want to be teachers, and it's a huge responsibility and it's a huge challenge, and I'm just excited that this is a profession that you're choosing. We need great people in education, and it's just really exciting for me to get to see students like yourselves who are excited and passionate and really doing the best you can to become the best instructor and teachers that you can be. So I hope you enjoy the course. It is a lot of time. You know, there are a lot of assignments due, and I hope that you just can stay on track. And that's the main thing in this class, is you just have to stay on track with the due dates, because I will take you through the syllabus very quickly. You're responsible for that on your own, but just recognize that there's no late work accepted, because you have these due dates well ahead of time. So if you're going on vacation, you know, you can take this class with you, or you can do it ahead of time. And so that is what's nice about an online course. All right, so let me just navigate you through a little bit of the course. Let me share my screen here. This will be, all right, so this is your Canvas course. When you go into Canvas, it will be opened up on the 22nd on Monday. Okay. And I know those of you in 1100 have seen this before, but I just kept this on here because it just talks a little bit about who I am. So sorry if you've seen it before. Those of you who don't know me, I am from Wyoming. I've spent a lot of my life in Wyoming. I've taught in Arizona as well, but my roots are here in Wyoming. I graduated high school from Powell High School, kind of in the northwest part of the state. I have a K-12 certificate from the University of Wyoming, and then I got a master's degree at Grand Canyon University in educational leadership, and then a math degree from Northern Colorado. So that's a little bit just about myself. I have three children here. They're not really children anymore, and they grow up so fast, but I have twin daughters and a son who have all graduated from college and all have professional jobs now. So both of the girls got married within the last year. So it's been nice, and my life is finally getting back to some normalcy as well. I've been a teacher for over 30 years, which is, I know, makes me old, doesn't it? However, it's been 30 great years. All right. I've loved what I do. I'm passionate about teaching. I love education. And, I have learned so much over my time as a teacher. And then before I came to LCCC, I was the state math consultant for the Wyoming Department of Education, which gave me an opportunity to travel nationally with different mathematicians and math teachers, and be in lots of different school districts across the nation, and just have learn some wonderful things about mathematics and about teaching, and great contacts that I have to help me when I have questions, which I have questions a lot. So, and then when I was at the Department of Education, I decided that I really, really missed teaching. That's really what I feel like I want to do, and my passion lies within that. So I came to LCCC. This will be my 5th year, starting my 5th year here at LCCC. I love the school. I love the students. I enjoy the faculty. So it's a really good fit for me. And you can see behind me in my office here that I am a huge Albert Einstein fan. And I know he's a scientist and a mathematician as well. They go hand in hand, right? And but what I love about him is this, even just his quote here, that a person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. So we don't learn if we don't make mistakes. And we make them all the time. I make them, you'll make them. And that's a good thing for students because that's where they learn, right? And so we need to encourage that if students make a mistake, it's not failing necessarily, but it's learning. And so that's why he's one of my favorite people, because I love that, you know, it's not easy for anybody. It doesn't come natural for everybody. Some things are easier. This class will challenge you. It will take you outside of your comfort zone. And even though it's not the most difficult material, it's being able to take material that maybe we do learn, that we do know, or that we don't know and need to learn, and being able to explain it to students. And you are not all math majors, so you're not expected to be able to know that. And even lots of mathematicians can't explain it, right? Because they can't necessarily relate. And so that's just something that I hope that you will learn a little bit in this class. I know it's a little more difficult online, but I hope that the resources you have will help you with that. And just keep in mind that you are always welcome to reach out to me, and I will tell you how you can do that. So very quickly, I'm not going to take a lot of your time here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in student view. So this is what you will see. Oh, ignore that syllab. That will come up. Sorry, that syllabi pick, that will come up. I have a picture that I put in there, so that will come up later. Over here on the left side. So the most important tab here is this Pages tab. The Pages tab is what tells you everything that is expected and to be when it's due. All right, and it's done by month. I don't do modules. I prefer the pages. And so, for example, week 1. So on week 1, these are the things that you need to review. Okay, you need to review the course syllabus. That's really important that you review the course syllabus. And then because you're expected to follow what is in the syllabus. Okay, and I will touch on that in just a second here. How you can register for MathLab and Canvas. Okay, that's in here as well. And just to kind of help you with that, when you register for MathLab, come into Canvas. Don't do it through MathLab. Come into Canvas, then come over here to MathLab, click on this. And then when you get started, when you get started, you'll have to register here. And this is where you'll put in your access code. And if you don't have your access code, there's a 2-week free trial. When you get to the payment page at the bottom, there's a little box you can click that it'll give you 2 free weeks if you need that. Like if you're waiting for financial aid or you just haven't got it bought yet. But after the 2 weeks, then you can't get back into it until you get an access code. Okay. And that's explained in that as well that we were just looking at. Let me see if I can just go back here. All right, so that's explained in here as well. Sorry, I have a cold. Of course, when school starts, I get COVID and I get a cold. So bear with me here. All right, so these are just some little things that you could look at. This learning styles, just kind of, this might open your eyes to how much time really you really have to do schoolwork and help you just kind of think about that, reflect on that a little bit. The only assignment you have for week 1 is this Desmos introductory activity. All right, so this is just something that if you click on it, you'll come here, you'll continue without signing in, so you don't have to get an email, put in your first and last name, and then you just go through. It's just an introductory activity. Some of you might have seen it actually in 1100. I don't think I changed too much for this year in it, but or I'm sorry, who were in 1100 in the last online 1100, not in the spring. But just answer those questions. It probably takes 15 to 20 minutes to fill out. And here's the thing with this. When you're done, when you get to the last page, you hit submit and it will come to me. It does not go into Canvas. It's separate. It's a Desmos activity. So it just comes to me as an instructor. You won't see it. You won't even see that it's submitted. So don't panic. Just hit submit and trust that it will be submitted to me. And then I will get your grade in by Monday. All right. So if you start this and then you stop, then you have to start all over again. So be sure that you allow yourself maybe 15, 20 minutes, that time block to get it completed in one setting. Okay. Now, also with this, if this is not completed by Friday at 11:59 p.m., then you will be dropped from the course. All right, this is if you're not, that just means you're not going to be in the course if you do not have this completed by Friday. All right, so you'll automatically be dropped by Monday if you do not get this completed by Friday. All right. So let's go back here and so we can go ahead and touch on the syllabus here. Might take a second here to get it up, but I'm not, you're expected to know what's in here. I'm not going to read it to you. Just a couple things. I do have office hours if you are in Cheyenne or want to come to Cheyenne on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 1. Just maybe let me know you're coming in. I mean, I will try and be here, but maybe I'll have a lunch meeting. Sometimes on Thursdays I have math meetings at 12. So they're just kind of random. So I just want to be sure I'm here when you come. Okay. And then I also, for those of you who are not close, I will do some virtual appointments. If you need an appointment, we can do a Zoom or a Teams appointment as well. So you just got to reach out to me. Okay. The best thing to do to get in contact is my email, because my email comes to my phone. So I have that with me. Sometimes I'm not in the office a lot. So if you call the office and leave a message, I may not get it right away. Okay. But you can do that still too. That's fine. All right. So instructional materials. So your book is in Math Lab. There's an ebook or an e-text in there. So you can use that. You don't have to buy a hard copy. Some people prefer a hard copy. So you can do either or, but the hard copy is optional since you have the ebook. Okay. There is also a manipulative kit. Now that, if you purchased it in 1100, you have the same kit. You don't have to do something different. The kit is used most often in 1100. So if you have the kit, if you purchase the kit, it's fine to have it. I mean, if you just got it for this class, it's still nice to have it. It's focused a lot on place value, base 10, which is what we do in Math 1100, but not that some of that can't carry over. But if you didn't get the manipulative kit, it's okay. All right, it's not necessarily something that it's going to be make or break you in the course. It's okay. And then again, additional requirements. I just put a willingness to try activities with an open mind. All right, put yourself in your future student shoes, and it will push your comfort level. Those of you that have 1100 have had 1100, which should be all of you, know that it pushes you out of your comfort level. All right, some things we're not completely comfortable with that we have to work on, but that's what makes us better, right? And makes us grow. I know you get tired of hearing me say that, but that's what it does. So that's why it's important. And you will have frustration, and that's okay. It's okay to be frustrated sometimes, but when it gets to the point that you want to throw your computer against the wall, you need to get in touch with me. All right, and I will work with you. So I do want you to scan, and I've said this before, I don't like pictures because pictures that are taken are dark, they're distant, and I know it's a pain. I do, but I would like you to scan whatever you submit. So if you have to, do an assignment to submit, to upload it, please scan it. Here, this cam scanner is free. There's a free app for it. Okay, and it's a really good cam scanner. So this cam scanner is a really good one. So if you can get that, it's a free app. Adobe Scanner, I think Adobe costs, so that one I would be a little cautious of. But then most phones, I know the iPhone and the Samsung, they all have a scanner. I know the iPhone, just because that's what I have, is in the notes, and then you'd go to the camera and you're able to scan through that. And I use my iPhone a lot to scan. So please scan your assignments that you submit, and anything that you, I just don't want pictures. Okay. Now there are a couple assignments where you have to take a picture of something that you're doing, and that's a little bit different. Okay. It's not taking a picture of your overall assignment. It's just, I'll say, I need a picture of this. And so that's a little bit different. And you can upload a picture with that. Okay. All right. Lockdown browser. You will need to get this lockdown browser on your desktop. So download this, go through the process, download it, have it on there, because your midterm and final exams may use a proctored version. So I don't know if they both will yet. That's still kind of up in the air. Right now, I have both a take-home and a proctored version for both midterm and the final exam, but I'm going to play with that a little bit and decide for sure if I want to do both or not. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Like I said, this class is a lot of work. It's a lot of time, And because there's just something that you're doing all the time. And those of you that were in my 1100 kind of have a feel for that already, or have taken the 1100. So here is the grading. This is the percentage of everything. And that's also in your Canvas as well. Your math labs, 10%. The activities, I'll show you those on our pages. You have writing reflections, which are more about you just telling me how you're feeling about things. There's no right or wrong in a writing reflection. Okay, so I just learned a little bit about you and for you to communicate with me through those. There'll be quite a few online discussions. And in your online discussions, you'll be required to go in and answer the discussion on Thursday. And then it'll just be some questions. And then you'll be expected to respond. Let me see if I have that right on the discussion. I'm pretty sure it's on Thursday. I don't want to say that I have the exact date because I have 1100 class 2 and I don't want to get mixed up. But you'll have your discussion that you'll have to be completed, and then you'll have 2 more days after that to respond. So usually, I believe it's Thursday's the discussion that you respond to, and then by Sunday you need to respond to 2 of your peers. Okay, and a response is something with reflection. It's not, I agree with you. Great idea. Okay, I like what you said because this reason, or this is what I tried and this worked for me. This is a way for you to kind of communicate with your peers. All right, and which is a little bit difficult in online, I know. So that's the purpose of online discussions, and there are quite a few in this course. Journal research, you'll read a few articles, and before in 1100, I wanted you to write everything in paragraph form. Okay, in 1105, you have a page, and it's the same as you had in 1100. If you're in my class, it's got 4 questions, and you just answer. Now you can just answer each of those questions. Okay, you don't have to put it necessarily all in one paragraph. And I just wanted about 1 page. So when I say, what did you dislike about this article? Well, there was nothing I disliked. You got to give me just a little bit more. Okay, I liked everything in this article. Maybe this was something I wasn't sure about, or you need to. This is about reflection. It isn't about answering in one sentence. And I'm going to be pretty strict on that. Okay, I really need to understand. I know what the article says, so I don't need you to just tell me again what the article says, right? I need you to give me your reflection on it. What are your thoughts about it? This is about this. I know what it's about. Okay, so tell me what you think, what you learned from it, what you didn't learn from it, what you would use, why it might be important, or how does it affect you? How do you feel about it? Those are what I want out of these journal researches. I don't want just you to tell me what the article's about. Okay, so I'm going to be kind of strict on that, because I think the whole purpose in education is that we stay updated and that we learn. And sometimes these articles aren't the most updated articles, but they're learning their skills that we continue to use now that have been very successful for students. So, and then your exams, midterm and final, total 40% year grade. Okay, late work will not be accepted just because it's all out in front. When things are due. I know if you're involved in activities and you know ahead of time that this has to be done. So there's just really no excuse for you not to get it done. Okay. And I want you to read these main points of the course. It's important. I think that's important because this is a different kind of class, right? It's a format's different than a normal math class you would take. And so just please read through those. And again, to access Math Lab, if you're struggling, here's what it's all out here for you. So there you go. All right. And I'll let you read the rest on academic integrity. When you do exams, I expect that you will do them on your own, not working with your best friend, not working with somebody who's near you. That is not what this is about. This is about showing me what you can do. Okay. All right. So let's head back. Whoops, not there. Let's take this back. And so again, that's a little bit of, but on week 2, let's just take a look at week 2 here. In week 2, you will begin your reading. So you're going to read 7.1, 7.2 in your textbook. Okay, now I don't mean read word for word. You can skim it, but I do think material in there is fair on an exam. So if you need to be sure you know what's going on in your textbook, because that might be put on your exam as well. Okay. And then here's a journal article. When you do these readings, it's okay to just kind of be skimming through it. I mean, I understand that some of them are kind of long, so you can skim that, but I just want you to get an idea and a feel for what it's about, okay? Because it will always pertain to what you're learning that particular week. So these resources, since I'm not teaching the course, these are the resources that are here to help you. All right, these are what are teaching you the lesson topics, as well as the readings. So you need both. Okay, so, and you can see these are 5-minute videos, 4-minute videos. If you know it, you can just kind of go through it. That's fine. You can fast forward through some of it. That's fine. It's whatever you need. But this is how you are being taught in this class, or through these resources. Okay. Then your assignment here, homework, is 7-1 and 7-2. That's your math lab. So over on the left, you can click on math lab here, and you can do 7-1, 7-2. Okay, those are due. So those are due by Wednesday, August 31st. Then by Thursday, September 1st, watch this video. You can click on it, and then here's the worksheet or the problem that you're going to have to do for it. Okay, so you can click on it. It'll come up. Usually it's better if you download it. It comes up quicker, but this is what you're going to have to work on. Okay. And so if you can do it on your computer, that's fine. If you want to print it off and then submit it, I mean, you have to submit it no matter what. If you want to just do it on a separate sheet of paper, just keep it organized. I'm fine with that too. Okay, however you want to do that assignment. And usually these activities, there will be a couple. So you watch this video, you do this worksheet, and here's where you can click on and you can submit it. Okay, we'll just upload it here. So scan it and then upload it. And then you have a second activity. Okay, and these will both be due on Thursday, September 1st, always at 11:59 p.m. Okay, then this one, you have quite a bit on this one. This one, you have a discussion. So you're gonna watch this, do this, okay, and you're gonna answer those questions on there by Friday, September 2nd. Okay, and then you need to go back and respond to 2 of your peers by Sunday, September 4th. Okay, so these dates will change a little bit each week, so kind of pay attention. Sometimes it's Thursdays, sometimes it's Fridays. And then rarely will you have a discussion and a research article at the same time, but in this particular week, the beginning week, you will. And so then here you have this journal article that you're going to read, and then here's where you answer the questions, and you can upload it here. Okay, so here's the journal article, here's the 4 questions, and here's where you upload it. And so in this particular case, you have until Tuesday, the next Tuesday, September 6th, to get that research article done. So pay attention to the due dates. Okay. And so every week is set out for you. Some things you have to wait to do, but most things you can work ahead of time if you choose. That's completely fine if you'd like to do that. So over here on the left side, the assignments, this is just where everything is being uploaded. You can get to everything through Pages. And if you have a broken link or something in Pages, let me know immediately. I've tried to go through every single one and be sure they're ready to go, but sometimes they just, I don't know, doesn't work. So let me know immediately. Okay. I don't ever feel bad about questioning something on here. Like, is this what we're supposed to do? This link isn't working, and that's fine. How do I find this? I'm happy to help you with those things. All right. That's the hard part on online, is that you don't know necessarily. And if you're stuck, you're stuck. So don't ever feel bad about asking me those questions. Okay. So again, here's the upcoming assignments. If, I can click here and I can see this is where I'm going to upload this. If you're having trouble, I can start the assignment. I mean, the assignment's going to be in Pages, but I can come here to upload it if you need to do that. All right. So this just kind of gives you an idea of all the assignments that are going to be and when they're due. Okay. This discussions, this will come through Pages as well, but these are the discussions that you have. All right. And so, these, again, I would probably just click through Pages, but you can also get to them here. When you have this problem, there's yours, and here's where you reply. And then, you have 2 more days to reply to other people. You can't see other people's responses until you reply. Okay. Your grades will be here, so you can always kind of see. I will do my best on staying up on your grading. It's really difficult because there's a lot going on in here, and I think it's important, which is why I keep it in. I could make my grading a lot lighter, and easier, but I don't think that's what's best for you. You may disagree, but these things are important that you can do this. So, and I have 2 of these online courses now. So, I've got like 58 students. And so when I'm doing, reviews on research articles, I'll give you feedback. It may be not be as in depth as you'd like. Like I was able to do a little bit more in face to face, but with this many, it's really a lot of grading, and I'm happy. I'm fine with that. And your activities are really just practice work for you, and so I don't have to put a lot of feedback on your activities, but your reflections, I definitely want to respond. Give you good in-depth feedback on the best that I can on your reflections and some of your research articles as well. So just keep that in mind. All right. I will stay on top of that the best I can. It's just a lot. I have a lot of students in these 2 courses. And then again, if you click on the syllabus, here's your syllabus, but this also gives you kind of a calendar. This is your view. So this is a calendar of what's going to be due. So you should know by just looking at this, what needs to be turned in. So that's kind of nice as well. Okay. And then if you do group discussions and you want to meet, you could meet through Zoom, or you could meet through Microsoft Teams, and I can help you with that because this is new to me, the Microsoft Teams with classes. I do it with my coworkers, my colleagues, but that might be something we have to do together. So just let me know, whatever you want to try and do. If you want to try and get together outside of the class, I'd be happy to help you with that. All right, so that was a little bit longer than I expected because I like to talk. Those of you who know me, I like to talk. So anyway, I hope that you have a great semester. And again, don't ever feel bad about reaching out to me. I'm happy to visit with you, work with you. We can do virtual appointments if you need to do that. Okay. This class is really focused more on the middle level rather than the K5. This is more 6-8. So it's a little bit different level that you're working with on this. So please reach out to me if you have any questions. I hope you have a great semester. And if you are nearby, stop by, swing in and say hi and visit with me just a little bit. Okay. Have a great weekend. And I hope you have a good start next week. All right. Have a great day.